Am I the asshole for refusing to congratulate my sister for coming out? My sister 17 female came out as lesbian a week ago, saying that she's known for years, but finally has the courage to come out. A part of this coming out was her dumping her boyfriend of 10 months. The poor guy was head over heels for her, and had to learn that she not only was a lesbian, but chose to date him knowing she was one, and couldn't have feelings for him. I know him fairly well from shared extracurricular activities, and I know he's very torn up, so I think it was very fucked up of my sister to do that to him. Hence, while my parents and her other friends were all congratulating her and talking about how brave she was, I wasn't, because it didn't sit right with me the way she acted. Mutual friends think I'm an asshole for not supporting her, but I think, as I said, what she did was fucked up, so I'm not in the mood to congratulate her. Am I the asshole for reducing my parents' allowance by whatever amount they share with my siblings? My parents live in a less developed country than I do. My siblings and I all live in North America or Europe. When I got my new job, I did my budget and saw that I could send home roughly $1,300 a month without it affecting my personal comfort. I would still be able to save for my future, and my mom and dad could retire. So when I was home, I set up a joint account for us. That way I could see as they needed more and make sure that they were not getting scammed or anything. After about a year and a half, I started noticing that there was a $200 transfer every month. I asked them about it and they said he was having difficulties with his budget, so they were helping him out. My brother doesn't need help. He is a scholarship student. He actually receives a stipend from my home government to study abroad. What he wants is money to party, so I reduced the amount I give them by $200. Obviously, they do not need it if they can afford to give it away every month. My mom called me when she noticed and was yelling at me for being a crappy daughter and sister. I asked her to tell me exactly how much money they contributed to my party fund when I was away for school. Just so you know, the answer is $0. They also tried to talk me out of attending university in Canada. I'm not sure how common the idea of filial piety is in other cultures, but it's a big deal in mine. She went off about it. I told her that they didn't need the money and I had better ways to spend $200 and to gift it to my brother so he could get drunk with his friends more. She said that I am treating them like children by restricting how they spend their money. I replied that I was not going to subsidize my brother through them, and that from now on the amount they got from me would be $1,100, and that if they sent him money again, I would know and reduce their money by that amount going forward. My brother called me to bitch me out about cutting off his money from our parents. I said that I hadn't. He was welcome to tell our parents to go back to backbreaking jobs their age to pay for his partying in London. Then they would have my money to live off of and their wages to pay for his drinking. My boyfriend is on my side, as are many of my friends. Most of my family and people from my culture think I am being an asshole. However, for the last 2 months my parents have only been spending on themselves. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize? Background info. My husband loves cooking. He goes all out for dinners and even his lazy meals can seem extravagant at times, so our children have a mature palate. He especially loves when we as guests that when he goes all out for sure, he plans his meal in advance and get extremely excited. My husband and I had a dinner with our friends and our kids. My husband made us Arabic salad and garlic bread on the side with mashed potatoes and braised duck served with a sauce. When everyone came, we had 3 parents and 7 children. My husband and I served everyone food, and everyone was complimenting it, but my husband noticed one of my friend let call her Melissa child 6 not eating, so he asked him if he didn't like the food, and he nodded his head no. And Melissa chimed in and saw it he doesn't have a mature palate, and my husband said sorry, we have more mashed potatoes, maybe he can eat it without the sauce. Melissa said he doesn't eat mash. My husband said that fine, I can microwave or make him something quick. Melissa said thank you and told him frozen chicken nuggets would be good. My husband said, but we don't eat frozen food. But how about cereal, PB&J, grilled cheese, or leftover spaghetti bolognese? And she said cereal. Next thing that happened, my husband served the ice cream and carrot cake. Melissa's other son ate, said this ice cream was so good. My daughter first said me and my daddy made it, we don't eat the store-bought crap. This is my fault. I was mocking my husband earlier, asking him what he was making, and he said ice cream. And I said, in a sarcastic way, that we are too good for store-bought crap, huh? It was a force of habit. Me and my husband thought that if we don't point out we used a bad word, our daughter would not notice, and obviously, you were wrong, but I am 100% sure she didn't say it with any bad intentions. And everyone laughed. Now yesterday, I received a call from Melissa saying she felt like me and my husband were looking down on her and mommy shaming her because we said we don't eat frozen food. I was just about to apologize because I never want to make someone feel mommy shame until this woman said she feels sorry for my daughter because she can already see my snobbishness and self-centeredness spreading to her because of that comment my daughter made about crap ice cream. And that where I draw a line. I told her to not mention my daughter name when wanting to address me and she shouldn't worry about feeling inferior because she will never be invited to my home again. Our friend decided to get involved and they keep saying that I should apologize because they don't want to be left in the middle and they feel like I was wrong because I should have known the food was too mature for a kid's palate. I honestly don't care. I have friends outside of this friend group and honestly don't mind cutting them off. I know this might be exaggerated reaction, but I am very sensitive about my daughter and want to know if I am overreacting. Am I the asshole for not taking her home immediately after period mishap? I was in a 2-hour lab band. My GF messaged me. She said she's in a ton of pain. Her period started. She doesn't have tampons, pads, or Advil. She said she can't drive home. It hurts that bad. So she's going to skip class, and I need to take her home. She was waiting at my car. I messaged my friends, and they said they were good to record class for me. Some of my classes don't give PowerPoints, purposely, so you have to go. But they said they got me and would record the lectures. The 2-hour lab I was in was trickier. Though, I have a quiz each lab halfway through that is 20 minutes long, and these quizzes are 40% of our grade. He also does not do remakes, no exceptions, so I can't miss. It would be 5 points clean off my grade, and I need an A in the class. I take my grades really seriously because I want to go to medical school. I wouldn't miss that lab if my house was on fire. LOL. Missing the rest of lab would suck, too. My friends said they'd record it, but unlike my lectures our lab is completely visual, so a recording is useless. But I decided I'd skip for her anyway and just bug my friends to teach me the material I missed. I told her I'd be 30 minutes for me to take the quiz and then I'd skip the rest of lab. But she said, wow, so your grades are more important than me and my health. I said it's not more important, but it is important. I said she could go to the bookie at our school and buy Advil. She was close by because I parked my car in the garage of that building, but she said she's in way too much pain to go. Plus, she said she's literally bleeding through her clothes and has no tampons. It would be embarrassing, and I'm wrong for making her wait. I said all the bathrooms on campus have free tampons. I told her to go grab one from any of the bathrooms, but she said again she can't move, she's in too much pain. At this point, I'm not really sure what to do, but I'm already missing my classes and the rest of lab for her, which I never do, so she should see I'm trying to accommodate her. I told her it's not far at all, only like a couple-minute walk to the elevator, but I'd buy her tampons, Advil from the bookstore if she waited for me. She said, holy fuck, I don't have a choice. I guess I'm waiting. But you are being such an asshole right now. You care about your grade more than you care about me. I was like, oh my god. LOL. I was frustrated and said you have your period at the same time each month. Why didn't you bring tampons, Advil? This isn't a surprise. Which resulted in her getting upset. I was making it her fault, and she called me sexist and said, I have no idea what it's like for her. I agreed I didn't, but said I'd be there in 20 minutes. I took the quiz and ended up meeting her at my car 20 minutes later with Advil, tampons, and water. But she is not happy. She has been ignoring me since and keeps making passive-aggressive comments. Am I the asshole here? Should I have skipped the quiz? Please leave your comments down below to any of today's stories. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.